Welcome to this Last Mile Profits video, the last word on the last mile. Has Deutsche Post finally decided that an open network is the right thing? Or is there something else behind their move to set up an open network? Stay tuned to find out more. Experience the future of convenience with modern Expo parcel lockers. Cutting-edge innovations that bring parcel delivery to a fundamentally new level. Follow the link in the description to find the best solution for your business. Gary, OneStopBox is the new baby of Deutsche Post. But I'm not so sure, which, by the way, I should add this, it's an open network with about 100 machines they plan to install this year, and they plan to install another 2,000 next year. It all sounds very nice that Deutsche Post is being, changing their view. They're going to have an open network, but I don't think it's as soft as cuddly as one might think.
No, obviously, given where I spend most of my time working, this is something we watch very, very carefully. So it's when somebody that is famously dominant in one market for providing a private locker network suddenly pivots and claims to have opened up something like that, it does make you a little bit suspicious. So why so few? They've got thousands of lockers on the ground, Marek. Why aren't they opening those up to competitors?
Well, we're going to have our newest edition of the out-of-home report coming up soon. And although, unfortunately, Deutsche Post didn't choose to share data with us, which makes me feel a little bit sad, but we know that they have about 10 to 12,000 machines in situ. This 100 machines, it's absolutely a paltry amount. And I tend to agree with you, Gary. I mean, I think that you have something that I think is also supportive, and maybe you can share that. But from my perspective, I think that it's a game more to do with preempting any move by regulators to say, hold on a minute, you've got a dominant closed network. You're leveraging your superior power versus the competition, and we're going to make you open up. So it's a lot easier if they have something open. And what makes me believe that even more is, as we said earlier, if they've got around about 10 to 12,000 lockers in situ, and this network is going to have at maximum about 2,100 next year, it's a drop in the ocean. But I think you've also got something interesting that could be part of the reason for it.
Yeah, so I think one of the things I think we talked about before, actually, that there was a huge number of patents that Deutsche Post, DHL Deutsche Post owned that kept parcel lockers out of Germany. So it was very, very difficult to put lockers in Germany because you were going to infringe these patents. So they'd offer you a license to work with those patents worldwide, but you couldn't get a license to work with the patents inside Germany. Those have all expired. So some expired last year, some are expiring sort of imminently this year. So now the market is wide open for parcel locker companies to from that perspective to come and work in Germany. So it's no secret that many people are investigating that market. But what they're finding is that in addition to those patents, there's exclusive agreements with some of the big grocers. So some of the big brand name, big household names, I'm not going to name who they are, but huge German organizations with thousands of stores across the country, all of them with DHL lockers in the car park or in the store. Suddenly those contracts are coming up for expiry as well. The 10-year patents and the 10-year contracts, it's kind of been a perfect storm. So everyone's been trying to sort of scrabble around, see, right, okay, now this is all open, can we put lockers in the grocery car parks? And DHL have obviously tried to renew their relationships, so their contracts with those. We know that some of them have said, well, happy to renew, but we don't want to be exclusive. You're half the market, but there's another half the market out here we feel we ought to serve. So I also feel that maybe there's a commercial push to say, actually, if we nominally say we're going to be open and we nominally say we're going to share our lockers, we can overcome the objection to renewing some of these relationships.
That could be part of it as well. So basically, I think we're aligned in the fact that this is big corporate strategy. It's not something so altruistic or that altruistic. Let's see how it pans out.
Well, I've got one other question, Marek. If you are going to open it up, what are you going to charge? Are you really going to offer a keen commercial rate to your competitors? If you open it up at 50 cents, then that's a great opportunity for other carriers to participate in an open network. You open it up at €5 a parcel, it's not open at all. So there's how genuinely commercial and viable would these new relationships be with other carriers if they manage to form them?
I tend to agree, but the other thing is that any effective open network has to have one courier addressing the locker. Otherwise, you don't get the full efficiency. So, and I wonder how that would work. So, let's see, maybe, someone who's closer to what's happening would like to comment. Maybe our colleagues at MyFlexbox, who are probably rather concerned about this, would like to comment. But my view is this: we need to observe carefully, because it seems like a bit of a sort of two-edged sword. And I'm not sure that, what looks like gold necessarily is in this case.
No, it genuinely has the opportunity to stifle competition rather than generate it. So it's something we would really need to watch carefully.
Thanks, Gary. Looking forward to a follow-up at some stage to see how it develops.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching this Last Mile Profits video. For more up-to-date last mile news and analysis, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on LinkedIn.